afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky, which is a bit of a rainy Friday.
But it's Friday. Hallelujah.
Is it supposed to be? What do you mean?
That's a happy Friday.
Oh, well, I could go another 2 days of work.
Yeah?
I've got a bit to do.
You're welcome to come in.
Exactly.
Your key card works no matter what day.
Yeah, my swiper works no matter what. It has no restrictions.
No, exactly.
Exactly. How are you, my dear?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm going to go out to the international show jumping on the weekend.
Are you? I've thought about doing that.
Yeah.
There's also an art fair going on, so there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully the rain doesn't
I think the show
ruin
jumping
it.
could be a little bit more extreme.
No, I agree.
But I also
and we're horse people.
You know, I also was thinking the other day because someone on Instagram sent me an invitation to come horse riding with her on her farm, and I'm going to. And then I started thinking to myself last night, I don't think I have any boots here. Yeah.
I've been slowly transitioning. One time I needed a pair, and my mom had to my mom had to send them overnight, you know, like a little kid.
Well, I don't think I have any left in Australia, right? But I do have a pair of cowboy boots that I had made when I was overseas one year. And I still have them, so I'm going to wear them instead. So I am going to go horse riding.
Well, hopefully the rain does not ruin it. I wore yellow because you fake it until you make it. I don't know if this is more like a sun or a big lemon. So I'm hoping that this weekend.
I'm not quite sure what to say there.
I know.
Miss Beyonce. AKA.
Oh, I wish. I mean, we'll rock that.
You know,
if that was a
the
thing.
lemon dress that she was wearing?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's that same tone.
It's okay.
With a few ruffles.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's good. Stick with it.
Yeah?
Stick with it. Alrighty, does your dream wedding sound like a far-off fantasy? People, it is almost up. The ultimate Big Blue wedding giveaway is happening right here at ABC 36, valued at almost $30,000. What do you need to do? Let's put up the screen, everyone. Head over to WTVQ.com/Midday Kentucky. Click on the contest tab, put your picture of you and your fiance and a lovely story, and you never know, the top 3 will be picked. And then in October, the public vote on who they want to see win the wedding. Alrighty, that's it. Cut the music.
So exciting.
As Beyonce would say. Okay, if you're just entering the dating scene, either for the first time or yet again, people meeting strangers can be a little bit intimidating. So why not hire a wingwoman or man to help you out? A service website called Bark. I really don't like the name.
No, I don't like the name.
Now offers people a chance to hire a little flirting help. Now this person will help you set up with someone at a bar, or a club, of course. The cost is about $38 US. Now, this is in England at the moment. I'm sure it's going to happen here very soon. Can I say to you, I'd rather hire this because I used to have wingmen and wingwomen when I used to go out, and it cost me more than $38 because I'd be buying them drinks and food all night.
That was a thought, though, when I saw this. Do you have to buy all their drinks for the night and that whole? Are you? You know, their Ubers, their rides. So it may cost a little more. Would you do it?
Totally.
Okay, I love this idea. I think it's fantastic. I don't know.
Why were you waiting for me to say yes or no?
Because gentlemen first.
Okay.
In this,
all right.
Right?
I totally do.
Yeah. Well, so I liked it. I don't know if I would hire somebody to do it for me, but I would want to be hired as the wingwoman.
Oh no, I'd hire someone to do it for me.
Would you?
Oh, totally.
You don't think it'd be awkward?
You know what? I think it's a little awkward striking up that first conversation. Even on dating apps, you know, people get straight to the point, and I'm like, well, can you just sort of maybe have a drink and
ease into
do you know
it.
What I mean?
And having another person there always. Can I tell you, I have never done a dating app. I've never been on. I mean, I've seen other people's and I learned how to swipe, but I've never done it. So because that conversation just seems so awkward.
I think you're sort of forgetting what Midday Kentucky's about, as I just spit on myself, because I just want to get this out. You have to say how it really is.
I've never been on a dating site. That's 100% honest the truth. Have I ever not been honest? Come on.
Well,
now.
Katie never said she was until sort of called her out and went,
she's
come on,
good
doll.
at it.
She's good.
She's really
She's
good
good
at
at that swipe, let me tell you.
Well, no, she doesn't swipe.
Eric was on one.
She's not a swiper.
Eric was on it.
I know. And
I've been on it.
He met his...
No, Lisa wasn't on it because she's married.
Let's just cross that out. Now, Lisa is not on a dating app.
Yes, exactly. I think it's brilliant. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, this is cool.
Can I just say, life is much easier when you are out having a drink or out for dinner and someone else says, hey, I'd like you to meet my girlfriend Amber.
It's so much
I
more
think
organic.
she's so lovely, blah, 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 blah. Come over and meet her. I used to set up all my buddies
Yeah,
with their girlfriends like that.
It's one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun. It's fun. You want to make your friends
single?
happy. Yeah.
Games, that, okay.
I
Well,
know.
I don't know. I'm just asking because it's not really a game.
Well, to help other people, it's amusing.
Okay, I got you. Tell us what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky's
Sound like a jerk.
Facebook page. Well, you said it all, not me. I was
wanna
just
help.
trying to cover for
Hey,
you.
you can hire me, and I will get you a date. I promise that. I'm good at that part of it. The other side,
I'm a little worried.
I'm not a good dater.
Midday Kentucky's Facebook page will put it up on there. All right. Oh, I don't know whether I like this first word. Normally, people think age is the main cause of it. And you may think it mostly happens with men. But 40% of American women suffer from hair loss. There are quite a number of reasons why you're losing hair besides age. And I've actually got some of the things to point out. One of the things that a lot of women used to ask me when I was doing hair is, why is my hair falling out? They'd say things like, oh, because I'm using the hairdryer wrong, or I'm using the wrong brush. No, it doesn't really happen. I would just want to say one thing. If you go to look at your hair strand, okay?
Do we need...
as an example, but if
Okay.
you pull it out, just of your brush as an example, and you see a little white bobble
Yes.
on the end, that's hair falling out.
Really?
When you just see a clean break, that's hair breakage. So there's two different things. So when you see a lot of the hair in your brush, it's not normally from over brushing or anything like that and you're pulling your hair out.
It's just
It's
falling
breakage.
out. Oh, okay, yeah.
Plus, naturally, we lose. Now, I seem to think I forgot off the top of my head, around about 1,000 follicles a
Which
day.
sounds so dramatic.
It does, but it's really not that much.
No.
We've got so many. All right, let me point out a couple of the first ones. Stress. The more stress you get, ladies, the higher your testosterone levels go, and that can affect your hair growth altogether. Huh?
Yeah, so I know this one firsthand. There was a time, I have a ton of hair, but
Yep.
really super stressful time.
Yeah.
It was just starting to,
It
I
does.
mean, it's awful.
This is another thing, and I'm sure all the mums out there would agree. Giving birth, let nature run its course, or take hair growth vitamin. A lot of women lose hair after you have a baby. Not before, after.
So biotin, does that help?
Biotin, there's also a product from the, I call it a chemist, you call it a pharmacy, that does the hair and nail, the keratin product.
Oh, so both keratin.
That really works well. Just remember, our hair is made of keratin.
Yeah.
So that's why those keratin smoothing, Brazilian blowouts and all that
So you're a
work
fan
so
of
well.
that?
Oh, you bet.
Okay.
Anemia, big one. Funny, when I first read this, I thought it said enema. And then I had to keep saying to myself, Troy, just keep it in there. Now, basically, it's a blood condition, as you know. It means you're iron deficient. Okay? Now, it also can create fatigue and headaches and severe weakness. Now, when you go and have your blood test, check for your anemia, okay? Because it's super important. Now, it does mean you need a better diet high in fiber as well. What are you laughing
You
at?
probably, well, I don't know if you need an enema if,
Yes, exactly.
if you're so high.
And another one is female pattern hair loss. It's a genetic condition that can start in the teenage years. If this may be you, talk to your doctor about medication. I don't know enough about that. A lot of people get this confused with alopecia. Alopecia is something completely different.
That's kind of a disorder, isn't it?
Alopecia is also where you lose your hair on your eyebrows
Everywhere.
and everywhere,
Yeah.
even eyelashes. So it's a completely different thing. Now, this is true, everyone.
Yes.
Thyroid disorders, huge. This can cause pale, dry skin as well as thinning hair. Once again, you really do need to talk to your
Yes.
doctor as well. So I think that's really important. And of course, there's the extreme weight loss.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's all, I mean, it's embarrassing for men, but it's also very embarrassing for women because a lot of women, you know, hair, you know that. That's how they base a lot of their own self-confidence off of that. So what do some of these shampoos, what is it, Nioxin?
Well, look, here's the thing. Those Nioxin products and things like that do have a process, but it's not something, it's very heavy in tar, and that's very drying on the scalp. And tar-based products are very good for people with psoriasis.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's a completely different
Right.
process again.
Right.
You can have a thick head of hair and have severe
Yeah,
psoriasis.
because it's a completely different
Yeah,
thing.
completely different. But I will say
Scary.
one thing. Let me give you a little bit of advice here. Is when you have a head massage at the shampoo basin,
Yes.
and it feels so
Yes,
good.
that's the best
Why
part.
do you think that is?
So one of my stylists told me one time that your hair or your scalp never gets stimulated, so and it promotes hair growth.
Yes. So the scalp is one of the few parts of the body that doesn't stimulate blood flowing continually. So when you have that massage, the blood's flowing through the scalp, and it loves
It's
it.
amazing.
So if it was me, and we used to do a weekly head massage on clients
Really?
who would come in,
Really?
and they
And
would
just
book
do
for
that?
that, and would do it with aromatherapy, and it was a 45-minute process, and they loved it, and their hair was always thick and shiny.
So it made their hair better.
Yeah, do it.
Let's start
go
that.
to those $15 Korean massage places.
And they just do your
And just
scalp.
go and do that, yeah. Totally do it. Alrighty. Would you like to work for Queen Elizabeth II? Of course, I know I would.
You
but
would.
I don't want this job. Buckingham Palace is hiring a kitchen porter for the Queen, and you actually get to live in the same place. What do you think?
Oh, you're in the palace.
Tell everyone else.
Here is the job description, which Troy is not all about. According to the website, you're going to join a committed kitchen team who work together to prepare and serve food to the very highest standards by maintaining the kitchen and cleanup areas as you ensure the chefs and assistants all have everything they need to deliver meals throughout the day. You're also on occasion assist with food preparation.
But guess what, guys? It's only £20,000, which is about $26,000, but you get to live in.
And you get all of your meals provided, 33 days off.
But if you've watched 33,
33.
yeah, that's 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. You ready for this?
Yes.
If anyone's been watching the movie called The Queen, the
Series.
series,
Yeah.
I should say, they're tiny rooms that you get to live in.
Oh, well, they're just tiny rooms in London in general.
Yes, I know. So I don't know whether it's a kicker to say you're staying in the Buckingham Palace.
Well, what are they called? Like the quarters or
The
something like
quarters.
that? As much as you love the royals, you wouldn't even kind of weasel your way in with this job and then be
No.
like, maybe you make your way.
No. Oh no. The hierarchy in
Oh, yeah, I know.
in the servants' quarters, as we've seen on Downton Abbey.
Which is true. It's
and-
true to life.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I couldn't do this because think of all the rules. There are so many rules. Just to meet the queen, you go through this entire
Yeah.
process. I mean, to live with her? No,
It
no
was
thank
whether
you.
you'd take the job. Quit your job. Go live in England.
It's online. It's on our Facebook page if you do want to apply.
All right, perfect. Wouldn't it be nice to travel around the world for about $50 a day? After the flight, of course. Well, that's actually possible. And Amber, did you send this in?
Yes.
This is a list of places where if you are smart with your money and know where to look, you will only spend, I don't understand this, $50 a day doesn't sound real to me.
I don't feel like either one of us, if we're completely honest, could do this the way it's done.
All
but,
right, well, you
but
tell us
certain
where we're
places
going.
could. Quito, Ecuador.
Yeah.
You're going to take public transportation and you're going to stick to all the local foods and drinks. Plenty of low cost or free attractions you can see with the hotel rooms, $20 to $25. Listen to this, Beijing, China. You may not be able to see the wall. Well, isn't that why you go to see
Yeah,
the
I
wall
think
of
so.
China? Yeah, but you can still visit for about
Do they charge you to go on the
$9.
wall?
Oh yeah. Oh, hello. They charge you to go everywhere, anywhere.
Crazy.
Yeah, really crazy.
Forbidden City's only $9.
Yeah.
I would like to know what Airbnb is less than $50 a night.
Well, that's what it's talking about in here. It's like stay away from the hotels, go your Airbnb route. Maybe, I don't know if they mean you share them with the friends. A lot of hostels. Have you ever done a hostel?
No.
Neither have I.
No.
A lot of friends have, but I just, I can't think.
I'll be honest
might
with you,
be
I
nice.
haven't.
Okay.
Budapest, Hungary.
Yeah.
This I would do, but I wouldn't stay in a hostel.
No.
Look at that.
It's
It looks
beautiful.
beautiful.
No, it's all beautiful.
Didn't Katie go and do a marathon in Hungary or somewhere?
Maybe.
I think she
She's,
did.
Yeah,
What's
that's
the next
gorgeous.
one? Peru?
Cusco, Peru. The food there is supposed to be amazing.
What are they saying?
It's saying you may not be able to go to Machu Picchu, which
Okay.
isn't that why you go?
I think so.
I know.
Never been there.
Cairo, Egypt. There
Yeah.
you go. Would you get to be able to ride a camel, you think?
I doubt it. I don't think the camels are probably worth more than $20. I don't know about that. Hey, listen, I can honestly say to you, my first trip to Paris was 1999. I had said to everyone I'd saved for 2 years. I wanted my first overseas trip to be on New Year's Eve, 1999.
I thought you meant $19.99. I was
wish.
like, whoa, hello, coupon
I saved
budget.
for 2 years for that.
Yeah.
And I did everything. I was away for 6 weeks in total. And I spent New Year's Eve under the Eiffel Tower for the celebration. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't cost me $50
No.
a day, people.
But we travel I'd live on the road.
Yeah, in
Love
a
it.
Winnebago. All right.